Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing an X return spread for all of my Aquarius out there for the month of February. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. 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 Show me the cards that I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What type of energy is coming towards my Aquarius? What kind of energy is coming towards my Aquarius during the week, during the month of February? What kind of energy is coming towards my Aquarius during the month of February? Show me cards I need to see. What type of energy is coming towards my Aquarius during the month of February? Show me cards I need to see. Okay. Whew. Right, that feels about right. That feels about right. Okay, so right from the beginning, we have a water sign individual, Queen of Cups individual here. Someone that wants to be loyal, that wants to be devoted towards a relationship with you. Okay, so there's a lot of nurturing energy coming off of this individual, this water sign individual, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, that wants to pursue something. So this is something legitimate, and something very genuine. This also happens to be someone from your not too distant past. Okay, so this is not necessarily an ex. But this is someone that you definitely, there may have been some type of flirtatious interaction between you two. This possibly even been someone that you've dated. You went out on a few dates with this individual as well. However, with that being said, there's something that is very deceptive about this individual. There's something hidden. Okay, there's some kind of hidden pearl with this individual. So even though this person wants to be loyal and devoted towards you right now, there's something, some type of nefarious danger, okay, that's there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some clarification on that. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. Okay, here we are. Interesting. So the deception here, the deception and the hidden pearl here with this individual is that they're going to be happy. Okay? There's this deceptiveness that they're given the impression here that, hey, being in a relationship with you is going to be happy. It's going to make them somewhat going to bring this sense of levity into their life, the sense of completion. But maybe nefarious is too strong of a word here. But the hidden peril is that this person is actually going to be happy in a relationship with you. Because get some more clarification. Let's dig down a little bit deeper with that. Give me some more clarification with the Sun card. Why is the Sun card here? Give me clarification with the Sun card here. That's a very interesting situation that's going on here. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so that makes sense. So the reason that there's this aspect of deception here, the person that's actually that they're deceiving, they're not just being deceptive towards you. It doesn't appear as if it's an intentional deception. It's also a deception. They're deceiving themselves as well. They're deceiving themselves that they're going to be happy with the situation. Okay, because there's a belief on their part that they are your soulmate. And the fact of the matter here is that At least that's the belief in their head, that they are that they're your soulmate. But in reality here, once it's discovered that that's not exactly what they are. Again, they, and there are a lot more. There's more than one soulmate. Just for the record, you can have a soul group actually, and you can have quite a few soulmates. There's only one twin flame. Okay, there's only one a twin flame connection. That's a person. That's an actual another part of you. Okay, a soulmate. So once they really realize that actually that they're not your soulmate, or one of your soulmates, that's going to cause a bit of problems on their part. Not to say that you guys may not have a connection. Not to say that you guys may not find love. Not to say that you guys may not have a long-term relationship. But with that being said, this individual is not your soulmate. And once, and that's the deception. Not only are they fooling themselves, but they're fooling you inadvertently, but they're fooling themselves as well. Okay. There's also the aspect here that they want to have a fresh start. They believe that this pursuing a relationship with you will lead to a brand new fresh start, a new opportunity. Okay, out with the old, in with the new. There's no baggage that this individual possesses at all. Additionally, here they're at a crossroads in their life right now, where they're trying to actively decide if they want to continue to move, go this way or that way. Okay, they're also a very naturally, by the nature of who they are, they're very charitable individuals. They're very charitable. They're very generous individual here. It also appears this is someone that you quite possibly work with, or someone that you've met from work, someone that you've done some type of project with, from if it's a school situation, from school. So you definitely work with this individual in the pursuit of some type of project or some type of situation. Okay, so finally, in addition, you also have a fire sign individual here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that is very much sexually attracted to you as well. Okay, but I really want to stress here, coming back to this water sign individual, this is an individual that, again, there's going to be a sense of they're not going to be happy, with themselves once they're not trying to purposely be deceptive. Okay, it's just in their mind that they believe that they are your soulmate. That's not the case though. Okay, and they're the happiness that they have is based on the fact that they believe that they're your soulmate, that you guys were meant to be together and all of that. That's not to be the case though. Okay, now again, I want to really stress, this does not mean that this person is not a worthwhile person to get to know. It's not worthwhile having a relationship with this individual. There have been cases where people have had very fruitful, very long-lasting, very complete relationships with people that weren't their soulmate. Okay, that weren't their twin flame. Okay, doesn't mean that the relationship won't their people can form bonds with each other and not necessarily be someone's soulmate or someone's twin flame. I think, and that's a lot of times when people are, when people hit me up, oh, is this person my soulmate or twin flame? Because if they're not, I want to find my twin flame or my soulmate. The problem with that is, especially from a twin flame is a little different, but from a soulmate perspective, you may find someone that is legitimately a good person, a decent person that truly loves you and truly cares for you, and it cannot be your soulmate. And you actually have people that will leave that person even though they're a good individual, a decent person that loves them and cares for them, you know, morally sound, want to have a long-term lasting relationship, they'll leave that individual to be with their soulmate, which I think is crazy. Then you have those people that, you know, that they do find their soulmate, and it turns out their soulmate is not exactly what they expected. Okay? As a matter of fact, the connection that them and their soulmate has is actually toxic. Okay? And so then that creates a whole nother problem. So, you know, again, I just really want to stress here. That's my little kind of deviation, little rant. Just because a person isn't your soulmate or twin flame doesn't mean that you cannot have a prosperous, fulfilling relationship with that individual. Okay? And anyone else that tells you otherwise is lying to you. Okay, so let's see. So let's see what kind of energy your ex is dealing with. What kind of energy is your ex dealing with? What kind of energy is your ex dealing with? What kind of energies are your ex dealing with? What kind of energies are your ex dealing with? Interesting. Wow. Okay, so your ex is currently in a place where they are being offered something, and they're not being very receptive of what's being offered to them. Okay, so they seem to be in somewhat somewhat of an emotional state. They're looking for a situation where they have a lot of passion, a lot of spiritual passion, and a lot of spiritual passion and a lot of strength, something that they can really pour themselves into and hold on to, something that's going to have substance. And as it stands, they haven't really been able to find anything that is even closely, remotely, similar to what they had with you. And also, in addition, here they're looking for someone that's going to be upfront, open and honest. Okay, and at the moment here, they're single. They're very single. You know, they're happy. They're more than happy to be in a single situation, um, because their mindset is until they would rather be alone and have nothing than to settle for something that's not going to kind of give them that passion, that connection that they're looking for. And they're at a crossroads. They're definitely at a crossroads in their life right now. Okay, they're definitely at a crossroads. Okay, in their life, where they're trying to figure things out. And with that being said, you do have a younger Earth sign individual that is pursuing them. And this person is very strategic with how they present themselves, how they're presenting themselves to your ex here. This is a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Now, with that being said, their wishes, this younger Earth sign individuals, their wishes will be fulfilled if things were to move forward and progress in a positive way with your ex. However, there's the devil card here. And there's something about this younger Earth sign individual where things are going to become real complex in a negative way really quickly. This represents, so this younger Earth sign individual, this person has either some type of opioid addiction, some type of alcoholism problem, or they're just an overall toxic individual. And that's something that your ex is probably going to be very careful about. It doesn't look like they're going to have a good time of it either. So that's what's going on with them. So what are the chances of you and your ex reconnecting? What are the chances of you and your ex reconnecting in the month of February? What are the chances of you and your ex reconnecting in the month of February? What are the chances of you and your ex reconnecting in the month of February? Well, first of all, we have a very Knight of Swords. So there's a very cutting energy that's still there. Okay, it's a very cutting energy that's still there. Where things were is cut off pretty quick and pretty deep. Things are still very emotionally tense. Which in itself means that again, Knight of Swords energy is an energy that has a tendency to acts without doing a lot of thinking, because there's a lot of emotion involved. So they cut things out quickly, and this relationship it's been cut pretty severely. Okay. Because someone believed that there was some type of sneaky behavior that was taking place. Okay, it could have been them, it could have been you, it could have been collectively both, but there's the feeling that this things have been cut pretty severely deep and very quickly because of some type of sneaky behavior that was engaged upon. And finally, here we have the Eight of Pentacles, and that represents an individual. Right now, what really needs to happen is you need to work on you and they need to work on them. So there's a lot of work that you guys have to do in your own individual paths before you can even consider being in the same place at the same time. So there's a lot of work that you both need to do as far as healing emotionally, healing mentally, healing spiritually. And even it can even be even in terms of actual pentacles, actually putting the work in to get yourself in a financially stable situation, because maybe at some point your finances were intertwined together. So there's a lot of individual healing that needs to take place here, and you can't do that together. That has to be done separately. So with that being said, let's see what additional information the Spirit want to give. What additional information the Spirit wants you to give. What additional information the Spirit wants to give. Okay, so first off, if you believe, you have to believe in yourself that you're doing the right things that you need to do for yourself to put yourself in a better position. So that's the first thing. There needs to be a sense of this sense of understanding that you are moving in the right direction. You got to know this for yourself. Okay, that you're moving in the right direction towards something more bountiful, something more fulfilling. Okay, so there's a lot of self-healing. Like I said, there's a lot of work that you need to do on yourself. They need to do on themselves as well. Also, Spirit's saying do not stop. Continue to go down the path that you're going. You got to believe that you're doing the right thing you need to do to heal yourself, but you also have to keep doing it. This is not going to be a quick fix type of thing. This is something that's going to take some time. Okay? It's going to take some time. Anything worth pursuing is going to take some time here. So you're going to have to take the time out to really heal yourself mentally, emotionally, physically. You're really going to have to put the time in to do that. And also, Spirit's saying it is the perfect timing. So in other words, do it now. Do it right now. Do it today. Do not put off for tomorrow what you can do today. You need to start this self-healing right now, today. Okay? The time to start this new perspective of things, or this continued perspective of things, this continued healing, is you need to do it right now, today. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. If it does not resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more about your particular situation, The link will be below. Feel free to get a personal reading. If this did resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more, again, the link will be below. Feel free to get that personal reading. If you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. And do not forget to hit that notification bell, okay? So you can get all of notification of all my releases. So with that being said, I'm going to terminate this reading now. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.